just in a hotel room. This isn't the art that I have at home in my house. If you have that art, cool. So in this week's episode, we went to the NRC, and this is really important to me because I need to sometimes look back at being paralysed, and now I'm running to every single city in the UK, and it's so good to see just how far I've come. And when I was there, I met with the minister. I also met with Briggs, who's an inspirational Paralympian, and your girl gave me a tour around the whole National Rehabilitation Centre, and I got to see some of the equipment that the government has invested into to help with rehabilitation. This is stuff that I never had when I was learning to walk again, so it was amazing. Enjoy the episode.
How are you feeling, Ez?
I'm a bit nervous. I'm in at 12, it's 11:45. I've been hanging out with Ryan on the train, just chilling, and now all of a sudden I'm like...
No, it's very real.
I'm meeting the Minister of Health.
Can you just,
Health. How do you say that word? Health.
Health.
Oh, TH. Health. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit nervous now. I've got butterflies, but then I'm just like, they're just people.
Yeah, it is.
And she's obviously a good person that's trying to, like, help people. Like, she's nice. Like, it's fine. I've got butterflies. Isn't it weird? Why does that happen?
I'm doing some breathing.
Yeah. Oh. Feel better now.
So we went the wrong way. And then we went the right way.
5.
Now we're going back the first way we went.
One with the Mini in 5.
Now.
I'm just dropping, eh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think he thought I was like famous because he looked in the window and saw your camera and he was like, like kind of like not saluted me, but you know, like kind of wave that salutes, like.
Yeah, so we'll jump into the chat with ministers now.
Yeah. The NRC. That's National Rehabilitation Centre engagement.
Thanks very much.
No, it's fine. It's all good. That's me.
I'm Karin Smyth.
Nice to
Really
meet
thank
you.
you for doing this with me.
no, show up.
Pop a quick mic on you, there we go.
It's more amazing, like you said, the people around me that supported me, and I always just think, I can't imagine watching you like someone you love sees you in, and then they didn't know what was going to happen, so for 3 days I was paralysed from shoulders down, speech, memory gone, and it's not like someone's going to say, don't worry, in 3 days it will come back, so it's like minute after minute, and then my mum starts getting used to going, oh, this is it now, like, how do we care for her in this? Yeah. I think because we rushed in as well.
Sorry, yes, that was
No, it's fine. I was just saying, like, I was actually a bit overwhelmed. Like, I think from like getting out here and then walking, I'm actually quite afraid of hospitals, obviously. And like, I think walking in, I was like, and then by the time I started, and then she started talking, and I was like, why do I feel like I'm going to cry?
Yeah.
I like don't think I had time to process like what this is. You just do behind the scenes. We're going to walk, and I'm going to do an intro to this camera just so you know.
Alright. Wave again.
Huh?
Wave again.
And when you're ready, just start walking.
So I've been invited to have a sneak peek of the new £105 million National Rehabilitation Centre. So I'm going to go in, have a tour, and then find out what it's all about.
Hi, it's me. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thanks so much for coming to join me.
No worries.
Have you had your tour?
I have had my tour. It must be about my 10th tour so far.
Oh, yeah.
So I've seen it really come from what was a concrete pad to what it is today.
That's unreal. So was you part of the kind of planning and putting in opinions and things like that for the centre?
Yeah, so before I became a formal ambassador, I was the first one we started it probably around 18 months ago.
Yeah.
I was involved within Nottinghamshire County Council and Nottingham University Hospitals Trust around thinking, it's about 2018, what is a new model of rehabilitation?
Yeah.
So as I've said time and time again, the experiences I had was no rehabilitation. So to think about what I've discovered over the years around the logic of what it is when you get home, what it is around the family dynamics of rehabilitation, what peer support networks you're going to need. That was my contribution to this early on.
A bit emotional.
Very confusing, very government.
Got off the train at Loughborough, came to the National Rehabilitation Centre. This is new, this is brand new. It's about to take its first patient in, which this is the part between hospital and home. So like this is where the first patient will come. We got off the train, we came in, within like seconds I was in here. I hadn't even connected, like it's a hospital obviously, and I'm quite afraid of hospitals, so I came in and we were walking through to go and meet the minister and had these questions that I was going to ask, and I was just so in like rush mode, and we like came in. And then I met her and started talking to her, and then she was talking about what this place is and what they're going to be doing, which I knew before I came, but you know when you're actually speaking. And I was having so many waves of emotion, like I kept getting like a lump in my throat and feeling like I was going to cry. So I was like trying to hold myself together because I'm interviewing the minister. Like, how are you meant to hold yourself together in those situations? And then I met Mark Briggs, and he's a Paralympian. He was unwell, you know, for like 10 years, and then made the decision to cut his leg off, and then became Paralympian in ice hockey. Anyway, we were talking and he started saying, oh yeah, I remember like when I had my leg amputated, the bit between hospital and home, and I lost my identity, and it was really hard adapting, and people not understanding what I was going through, and like we didn't have like stuff like this. And I started getting really teary again, and it made me kind of realise like that, I'm gonna cry, but it's fine. So that bit, like where I left hospital, and like you just like go back into the world and you have no idea, like I'm so emotional. PRP. I just need a sec. When that happened to me and I like came out, they like, you just get sent home and you can't explain to anyone how you feel. Like no one gets it. And you kind of like just move through your life pretending it didn't happen, and like only focusing on like getting better, and like, oh when I can walk again, I'm so grateful. And I look at that section of my life now when I'm in somewhere like this and be like, this would have been where I talk about it, accept it, like learn how to deal with it and move on from it. Being here has made me realise I missed out on that part, and that's why this is so important. Like, there wasn't a space for me in hospital because I wasn't ill, and there also wasn't a space for me at home because I wasn't better, and that's what this is. And I think being here today has made me really realise how much I like missed out on this bit, but also made me realise like the minister even said it to me, I don't know if that bit was on camera, but she was like, you did that through determination, like without something like this, so can you imagine what people can do with determination and a place like this? So even though I feel like I missed out on this part, I also am like, fucking hell, I did that all on my own. So yeah, it's made me very emotional being here. And it's going to be amazing for like people who need this. I didn't honestly know I was going to feel like this. I'm like so positive all the time, like in a good way, where I'm like, when I got invited to this, I was like, oh my god, amazing, I'm going to go and see this rehabilitation centre, this is amazing, oh my god, the NHS are putting money into something so important that I'm like buzzing, when actually it's really deep.
Let yourself feel your thoughts, man.
I just can't believe I didn't get this. And I do think about the people as well who didn't get this, who might not have learned to walk again because they didn't know how. Because I didn't, but I wanted to, and I don't know. There was something in me that was like, I'm going to make, I don't know. Just some treatment going on.
Just stitching somebody up together again.
We're waiting for a tour. I didn't make the board. I've got some CBAs, some sheriffs. As a G, MBE.
Yeah, I know. Alright. And action.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
I'm Sandy.
Hi, Miss Me. Thanks so much.
No, thank you for coming. Welcome to the NRC.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is the National Rehab Centre. So we are due to take our first patients through the door shortly, and we're part of the government's new hospital programme. So we've had £105 million capital build to build the building, and then we'll be running the facility for our patients.
Amazing.
So yeah, excited to show you around.
Yeah.
So hopefully as you kind of first come through the door, you'll see that it doesn't feel like a hospital. We've tried really hard to make it not feel like a hospital, and we wanted that first kind of initial entrance to really be that step change for patients. So you're out of an acute hospital and you're really here to focus on your recovery mentally and physically, and hopefully you'll see that it's a really calming space, and we've tried to make it not feel clinical in any way. So yeah, I'll take you around.
Thank you.
So this is our main gym space.
Nice.
So really lovely.
Yeah.
Really excited about this space. So lots of opportunity here, lots of different pieces of kit. We've also got this really fancy hoist, which is one of the only ones in Europe here. And it's a 3D hoist. So normally when you're in a hoist, it's either taking your whole weight and you kind of go forwards or backwards or side to side.
Yeah.
This allows you to move in a really fluid movement, the way you and I would normally move. You know, we don't walk rigidly, but it also allows us to taper how much support we're giving the patient. So you can go from 100% of their body weight all the way down to like 2%. So you can practice falling in it, you can practice getting back up in it. So to be able to practice all of these things in a safe environment. And so down here we've got probably a bit more of a traditional therapy room, which is maybe what you're used to seeing.
It's mad because this is literally the room that I rehabbed in.
Really?
Parallel bars down the middle, screen at the end with Wii.
Yeah.
It's like get wheeled in, parallel bars, play on the Wii, go back to bed. Like when you think this is one room, and what's out there, it's amazing.
Yeah, and it's absolutely that. You know, we have great staff that do fantastic things, but the facilities are so limited, and then that really then limits how much rehab you can actually deliver.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, you know, when it happened to me, I was relying on the staff, not the equipment and the research, and they were unbelievable. So put that kind of staff from a room like this into a facility, it's a game changer, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So went to the National Rehabilitation Centre. It was pretty mad. There was robot things, robot legs, robot arms. Like, it was honestly mad. The development of all the stuff. Actually, do you know what I loved? I don't know if you heard this bit. They have like 20 universities that are going to be working in there. So instead of them like kind of doing research away from it and then joining all their notes together, they actually will have, there was a research department, we walked past it, and they'll have 20 universities collaborating in this research department and then working with patients that are being rehabilitated. How cool is that?
That's cool.
So yeah, I like that bit. That was one of my favourite bits. But yeah, it was just really cool. It was really overwhelming, as you saw. Just mad, like. Can't wait for it to open, actually. I can't wait to hear the aftermath of it. Like, I'm sure they'll keep us in the know. Like, I can't wait to kind of find out how it goes. Or I hope they can share like some content of the people using the like machines and stuff, because they look really cool. But yeah, actually we're quite drained.
Yeah, I bet.
But like, not even like in a bad way, just a bit like, you know, when you go to something like that and it's like a bit emotional, and like also hospitals like drain you a bit.
We were thrown into the emotion of it quite quickly, weren't
Very
we? Because
quick.
you didn't expect the intensity of it all.
No. Suddenly I was with the minister.
And then another person, and then another person.
And then another person, and another person, and I was like, whoa, overload. There was a couple of times that I like my tummy flipped. It was really interesting. There was that bit, you know, the bit where we went into the room. When I did my rehabilitation, it was literally a room, and it had parallel bars down the middle, and there was Wii. I used to go bowling, and I used to always get a gutter ball, and that was how I learned to stand up again. So I learned they'd hold me in place, walk away, give me the Wii in my hand, bowl, and try and keep my balance, and then they'd just come in if they needed to. And that was how I learned to stand. It's crazy. And when we went into that room, and I was like, oh, I think I said to her, I was like, this is weird, because this is the room that I'm used to. And then you see, that was one out of like 10 rooms that they're going to have available. Loved the gym, that was so cool. I didn't have a gym. That was cool. And like how they're going to like work. It would be great to work there with people, I think, as well. I bet that job's really rewarding.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah, it's
now,
come a long way.
back to London.
I need to get these done. Now back to London. Back into a week of bits and bobs and meetings, and running the nation is all I think about. I am not sleeping at the moment, and I was thinking why, and I thought because I'm running the nation, and I can't stop thinking about it. Like, it's constantly in my brain. Like last night I drifted off to sleep thinking I'm running the nation, and then I had a really interrupted sleep. I'm not stressed, well I might be, but I don't feel like I'm stressed or nervous. The new year's gonna come and I think it's really gonna hit me. January's gonna hit me.
For now?
For now, just keep rocking on, training and spreading the word.
Like,
Subscribe, share, and I'll see you next week. About 33 weeks to go.